next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check
Yeah,
mine.
yeah,
Who's next
yeah.
to go?
Bondzee Live, Bondzee on YouTube. Shit. I tried to play this opening for you, but it's not working for some reason. That's a pisser because that is a really funny opening. And the Kyle Dubas, whoever put it together, I'm so proud of him. But listen, I'm gonna see what I can do whilst talking on the fly here and try and fix this because I want this goddamn video to play, and I'm super pissed that it won't play. So I'm gonna refresh this page, see what happens. Here we go. Watch. I'm going to replay it again. Hold on. Just settle down. We'll start the whole thing again. Nah. Watch.
I'm him.
This video is really funny. Let's just pretend like we started all over again, okay? Ready? Go.
Oh, what's up, you punk bitches? Don't hear much shit talking now, do I? Not since Big Daddy Doobs came to town, the new six god, a.k.a. Kyle motherfucking Dubas. I'm him. Oh, what's up, you punk bitches? Don't hear much shit talking now, do I? Not since Big Daddy Doobs came to town, the new six god, a.k.a. Kyle motherfucking Dubas. I'm him.
Big Daddy Dubas. How the hell are you? I smudged my glasses and I'm having a hard time seeing out of my one eye whilst I was got all excited there at the beginning. I don't know why I didn't play, but it was pretty funny. I got to play it, so there we go. Talking about flying on the fly on your own, eh? It's what we do. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We're live from Hamilton, Ontario. We were supposed to be live tonight from Edmonton, Alberta. It was going to be a secret. I was on my way to Alberta. Either, what's today, Wednesday? So yeah, either late last night, or early this morning. I would have been there in time, was going to have the show prepared, and we were going live from Alberta. All the plans fell through right at the 11th hour, literally. So listen, and it's not out of the realm yet. Could be heading to Edmonton in the next 3 or 5 days. I don't know. Listen, it's not my jam. I'm just going out to help somebody with some business and help a friend out. So that's all. But it fell through right now, and I'm just waiting on the call to say, yo, Bondzee, we're going to Edmonton. Let's go. And my bags are packed, and off we go. But sadly, we're not there. We're in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And listen, not a bad place to be. The weather's been okay. Got to go golfing on Sunday. We'll get to that in a minute. It's episode 244. Make sure you go check us out. Me out. I shouldn't say us. It's just me. It's Bondzee Live everywhere. Somebody texted me the other day. They're like, I was looking for you on Instagram and I couldn't find you. Trippin With Bondzee. It's because it's at Bondzee Live, because Trippin With Bondzee is too long for all the handles, and they get upset and won't let me do it. So it's at Bondzee Live, which is Trippin With Bondzee. It's all one and the same. Just make sure you go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button on Trippin With Bondzee, and you'll be off to the races. Kel B says, haha, nice. Thanks for joining the show, Kel B. Yeah, listen, it was a secret, and I was gonna surprise you and all your man there, and I was hoping to get some of them fine beers that he makes. I was hoping he had some Bondzee beers, but not that I really drink beer anymore. But listen, it is what it is. I still may be there, and if I am, I'll definitely let you know. That's how it goes. Listen, what's up? We got a great show for you tonight. We were supposed to have Billy Pettinger, a.k.a. Billy the Kid, an amazing Canadian musician, on the show. She's still sick. In fact, it got worse. She's got pneumonia. No, I'm not laughing that it got worse. It's just I've been trying to get this wonderful human being on my show for so long now, and we're struggling. We really are. But listen, it's going to be worth the wait. You're going to love her. She's beautiful inside and out. She's got a voice of an angel. She's so talented and such a gifted musician. I can't wait to speak to her. Anyway, she got pneumonia, the poor thing. So, Billy, please get well soon, and I'm really looking forward to having you on. Hopefully it's next week, if not real soon. Speaking of soon, Feral Minx and Well, we got two great Canadian bands coming on who are both dropping brand new singles. One's dropping a brand new video as well. The Feral Minks are going to join us first. They're out of Kitchener, Ontario, folks. You're going to love them. Brand new single and a brand new video to accompany. I knew I was going to screw that word up. Accompany the single. So, and they're going to come on. So the single gets released next Friday, which is past my shows next week. So we're going to have them on the following Monday. The single's only going to be out a few days. You got to check it out. You're going to love these guys. They are a hoot. Not only are they great musicians, but they're a bunch of fun guys too. And then, listen, the Wednesday, it's my boy. It's Paul Langlois from the Tragically Hip. You're not going to want to miss this. Brand new band. It's called the Paul Langlois Band. They are also their brand new first single as a band, as the Paul Langlois Band, is going to be released. I believe it's May 5th. I don't know. I'm not their publisher, but they're coming on the show right when it drops. And maybe it's May 15th, and I'm getting my 15s and 5s mixed up. But listen, nonetheless, Paul Langlois from the Hip going to be coming on Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee, and I couldn't be more stoked. All right. Speaking of like weird things coming up, or not weird things, but people coming up, I caught wind today that Sarge, aka me mom. Now, listen, most of you probably know that watch this show. My mom's from England, born and raised, and she still has her English accent, and she still like literally lives in England, even though she lives in Canada. So everything she watches on the telly, and she still speaks like she's in Britain, is British related. And she's on the Daily News or Daily Mail. Daily Mail. It's one of their biggest news publications over there on the old, the iPad thingy or whatever. And she's keeping up with her English news over there. And she's on the phone with her sister and her brother like literally every day, which is great. They're all still alive. I'm super blessed, and they all get along, and it's fabulous to just listen to from the outside in. And anyways, I caught wind tonight that old Sarge she emailed or commented on some article in the Daily Mail, and her comment got published in the Daily Mail. Now, she doesn't fully know that I know this. She knows that I know something's up. And we started to talk about it over dinner, and then I got sidetracked, and I had to go to get ready for the show. But I made a mental note, and I did not forget. Anyways, I cannot wait to dig deeper into this. I want to see what Sarge said, and it's about King Charles, old Chuck. King Chuck is the inauguration or whatever you call it, that thingy in England where they make him the king officially and stuff is coming up soon. I don't even know what it's called, the conception or what. Listen, it's not my jam. I don't give a royal fuck. I know me mom does, and I'm sorry, mom, if you're watching, to say the F word about the whole Chuck getting king. I know I don't care. I know you care, but don't really care. But I'd rather be golfing. And anyways, I can't wait to see what Sarge said and spouted off at the Daily Mail, and they published it. So I will have that for you on Monday. I promise. I will get it out of her. I don't even have to get it out of her. I will just go do my own research, and I'll find it myself if she won't cough it up. So stay tuned for that. All right. I got to get to the sponsors. I missed my opening sponsors last week. I apologize. And I apologize for missing Monday. I'll get into that in a second. But before I do, because I get so excited about doing the show, I love to make people laugh. I love doing this. And we got to get to the sponsors because they help out. Folks, Carefree Camping Rentals. You got to go check them out. Maybe you're a city like myself or like I used to be. Maybe you don't have the camping equipment, but you really want to go camping. Maybe you're single. Maybe you got a lady, maybe a new lady. Maybe you got a lady who's got like a kid or whatever, or two, and you want to take them camping at a beautiful spot like this, but you just don't got the gear. Well, guess what? They do. Carefree Camping Rentals has got you covered. Make sure you go to www.carefreecampingrentals.com. They're in Orillia. So if you're in Hamilton, Toronto, anywhere south of Orillia, and you're heading north skis, give them a ringy-ding-ding. Hook them up on the old intro web. They got the tents, they got the chairs, they got the cooking utensils, the pots, the pans, you name it, they got it. So you will have an amazing camping experience. Make sure you go to Carefree Camping Rentals. They will take care of you. You can be roasting marshmallows by the campfire with your new lady and her stepkids. Hopefully she doesn't have 4 like there. Maybe you won't be getting any nookie. I don't know. But listen, hook them up, carefreecampingrentals.com, and they'll take care of you. Maybe you're up north. You're like north of really, and you want to come camping down in the south. Hook them up. They'll take care of you. Pick it up on the way up. Drop it off on the way back. Good to go. Adios. Goodbye. God bless. All right. The show is also brought to you by, who else we got tonight? Oh, yeah, of course. My boy, my son. Don't Trip, You're Fine. It's an amazing clothing company. He started this about a year ago now. Don't Trip, You're Fine. You can get acid wash t-shirts. You can get all these amazing hoodies. And listen, brand new drop coming this spring, I think within a week or two. He just teased it tonight on his Instagram. Make sure you go check it out because the new summer gear and apparel that he's got coming out is super fire. We're almost out of toque season, but listen, you're always in need of a good toque. Go check it out. You can get a toque, a hoodie, t-shirts, everything. It's called Don't Trip, You're Fine. Check him out on Instagram. It's my boy's clothing company. And yeah, I'm super proud of him. All right. Where to start? I'm excited because I miss Monday, which I hate missing a show because I get chirped for one, which is never fun. Oh, I'm also watching the game right now. We're going to get into the hockey stuff in a hot minute. 2-1 Florida. Third period, 17 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Florida, Boston. But first, I got to talk about, I went golfing Sunday, okay? And it wasn't your normal golf round. It was only about 8 degrees out, which is not optimal for old Bondzee at 49 and 3/4 plus years old. And these bones are rickety and don't like the cold whatsoever. Okay. But listen, I got to go golfing with a long-term time friend of mine. And I knew his brother first. He's a lot younger than me, but I knew his brother. We grew up since little boys playing baseball together over at the park, going to school together. And, I got to go golfing with that guy's son. Sadly, he died 4 years ago now. And it broke my heart. It really did. And growing up with somebody, he was really sort of, I guess, like, like I talked about Pat's death hit me the hardest. It really did. Dave and I really weren't as close as Pat, but Dave was still a pretty integral part of my life. And it was surreal to go golfing with his son, who is now 14 in grade 9 and in high school and living this whole life. But he lost his dad when he was a little kid, like 4 years ago. And I caught myself staring at this kid a lot, not in a creepy way, a perverted way, you fucks. But okay, thanks, Mike, for that heads up, because I'm going to get to this story in a bit. I know exactly what you mean. Mike Richards just put up a great message for me. I got a great story about a girl. Oh, Bondzee and the girls. I know. Anyways, back to this golfing and the trip with my buddy who died 4 years ago. He died in his sleep, sadly. I think he was 46 years old. Passed away in his sleep, and it was terrible. It left behind a young son and a young daughter. Anyways, Grady, awesome dude. And we got to I went golfing with him for the first time on Sunday. And it was, I found myself staring at him because I saw his dad in him. You know, I played baseball with his dad for, since fucking T-ball. Right up until 18 years old when we played in the Ontario championships together. And it was weird looking at him and just seeing those little things of his dad, you know, the nuances and stuff. And it was pretty cool. And it was sad at the same time because this kid doesn't have a father anymore. You know, he doesn't get to go golfing with his dad and stuff. But kudos to his uncle. Uncle Jeffrey stepped up. He brings him golfing all the time and is teaching him the game. And it really is sad. Greg Masilli, thanks for joining all the way from Nicaragua. Nice to see you joining in. I love you as always. So it was sad golfing. But it was also great because I got to teach him things too that, his dad's not going to be able to anymore. And I'm going to play golf with him a lot more this summer. We talked about his dad. He was pretty cool and open about it. We didn't get into it a whole lot, but it really was a special golf round for me we walked. There was no carts out. And it was a great walk. We shared a lot of stories and stuff together because his dad was pretty wild. Played for the Dundas Real McCoys. Dave Awesome's his name. Google him. He was a wild child, and God bless him. And anyways, it was amazing to golf with him, teach him golf, and help him out, and watch his uncle do the same. And so, yeah, it was just it's a sad situation because I know nothing of the sort. My old man, God bless him, he's 75 and still kicking some ass. So huge shout out to the whole family, and I really look forward to playing golf with him again. And yes, I did dust both of them. Listen, I couldn't be happier with where my golf game is this summer for sure. Playing amazing already. 86, 81, 86 in the game. The 86 is the only thing is played on a couple of greens. And I know it's no excuse, but it sort of is. Aerated greens. It's the beginning of the season. It's what happens. That's what makes greens nicer throughout the whole season. So listen, couldn't be more excited to play golf this season. Speaking of golf, real quick before I move on, this is really funny. I didn't sleep very well last night. I haven't been sleeping well the past few nights, and last night was just wretched. But during one of my periods of sleep, I got to play golf with Tiger Woods, and he played the biggest prank on me out while we were playing and playing together in front of hundreds of people. And it honestly was so real. You know, when you have those dreams and they're like, ho hum, and you wake up and you're like, you have a little bit and piece of it, and you're like, oh yeah, or I remember this, but then you wake up and you're like, holy fuck, yeah, that was awesome. I literally felt when I woke up this morning, I honestly felt like I walked off the golf course after playing golf with Tiger Woods. True story. And the joke he played on me was amazing. So I'm left-handed. And the thing is I keep a pretty tidy bag. I'm very meticulous about my golf clubs and the way everything, it has to be in order. And then each club has to go in each hole. And you know how somebody will pick up your club sometimes and they'll put it in your bag and it's complete. I am so OCD-ish when it comes to that. Like everything has to be tickety-boo before I can fucking tee off on the next shot. So the joke or the prank that Tiger Woods played on me in my dream that was super real was he took a whole bunch of extra clubs and poured them into my bag, so it made it impossible for me to find my club when I needed to hit the certain shot. And it might sound, it was way funnier and better in my dream than maybe I'm explaining it to you, but fuck y'all, because I got to play golf and it seemed like for real with Tiger Woods last night. And I also had a sexy dream with a pretty special lady that I won't mention her name. So there. Blowing his own horn. I'm not blowing my own horn, Mr. Stone, because you, Mr. of all people, you ask me every time, would you shoot? Would you shoot? So I'm telling the truth. I'm not bragging. Listen, bragging would be like, I wish I was shooting in the 70s and I'd be bragging way more than I am now. Respectable mid to low 80s, 3 rounds and a 9. And listen, things are going okay out there. Anyways, Tiger Woods' dream was awesome. The girl dream was awesome. But speaking of waking up, man, oh man, did I ever wake up sick as a mofo on Monday morning? And it wasn't the like cold and sniffles, and because I was playing in the cold. And did it rain? No, it didn't even rain on us on Sunday. It was a bit chilly. But when you walk, and it's a pretty hilly course we walked, I didn't get too cold at all. So anyway, I think it was something I ate. I got home, my parents had Chinese food, and we had our nephews over and some other guests, and we all had Chinese food. Well, 4 of us out of the 6 or 7 got sick. So I'm pretty sure my parents fed me some poisonous Chinese food. Old Sarge is probably trying to get rid of me. Here we go in third period. Boston, Florida, by the way. Hockey talk coming up real shortly. It won't be long. We're just going to go through the series real quick, but I just wanted to get through what's been going on. Oh, one more thing before I get to hockey. Yeah, so that's it with golf. Anyways, I was real sick Monday, Tuesday, throwing up like crazy. Multiple trips to the bathroom out the old back door. You know what I mean? It wasn't pretty. But listen, all better now. Feel amazing today. Back to normal. Back up to the old 100 push-ups routine. Let's go. You should be doing the same thing. Speaking of, belly push-ups. I've been doing this routine with 100 push-ups, not quite 100 or 100. Yeah, 100 push-ups, not quite 100 sit-ups. Because I've been having this pain in my belly, and it's been going on for a while. And I went to my doctor before Christmas, before I went to Nicaragua, and I told him, I said, yo, bro, I got this major pain right in my belly button. It hurts like hell. And when I do sit-ups at the gym, it super aggravates it. And like for 2 more days, I can't do sit-ups until the next time I go. Stoney, I think it was food poisoning. I listen, I've had way worse food poisoning. This wasn't like dire straits or anything. But it certainly, I was still down and out, and some throw ups for sure. And then more bathroom stuff, and just feeling horrendous and stomach cramps, but she's all gone. And anyways, moving on. I was talking about sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the comments and play host at the same time. Anyway, so I had this belly pain. Doctor says it's nothing. You'll be fine. I don't see anything wrong. Okay, no problem. So I go to Nicaragua. I go down there. It gets worse and worse. So I come home and I go back and make a doctor's appointment. I said, yo, bro, my belly is really, really bugging me. It's right in my belly, like right in my belly button. And so he goes, and I said, when I do, I was going to take a video and photo of this to show you, but it's sort of embarrassing, to be honest. It's not like I have flabby, like big old, say I lost like 100 pounds and you got that big old flabby skin. What it looks like is Big Bird is living in my fucking belly. When I do a push-up, it literally looks like Big Bird's beak is coming out of my belly. When I do a sit-up, it's not as protruded as when I do a push-up. When I do push-ups, it doesn't hurt doing push-ups, but when I do push-ups, Big Bird's beak is sticking directly out of my belly button, and it looks fucked up. So I was like, okay, I got to go back to the doctor. So I go back to the doctor. I got to tell him what's going on. He's like, okay, do a half sit-up for me on the table. I do a half sit-up, and Big Bird's beak goes, whoop, right out of my belly. And he's like, oh, yeah, by golly gee, you've got a hernia, son. You're going to need surgery on that one. So he made, and then I did the push-up, and he goes, yep. Oh, and he could see my, right above my belly button. I've torn, my stomach muscles are torn apart. I guess I've been going so fucking hard at the gym and doing so well. I don't know what it is. Just trying to sound tough. But I've torn my stomach muscles apart, and it does not look good. It does not feel good. Sitting is not my friend right now. So I'm off to this amazing, it's not even a hospital. It's a hospital, but it's a hospital specialized for hernia surgeries only. They don't use mesh either. And I've heard horror stories about mesh. So I'm excited to go there. I'm going next week for my consultation with a surgeon. Hopefully we'll get her sewn up and fixed by October, end of September. October is what I'm told, if I show up next week for my consultation. So old Bonzarelli needs hernia surgery. I've never had one. My brother's got one or had one. I know a couple of people that have had them. That's not too, I don't know. Maybe it's more common than I think, but I'm not really down in or too educated in hernias. Turns out I got one. Been working too hard at the gym, I guess. And listen, hard work sort of pays off, but it can also cause injuries. And now I've got this hernia that is causing me some discomfort for sure. Listen, one thing it hasn't caused me discomfort in yet is golfing. So that's all I care about. I will sit here and read all day and suffer and be in pain, and we'll get it fixed in the fall after golf season. All right. So that's the surgery. It's nothing. I'm still waiting on the kidney stone surgery. I got one more round of pills that I got to do to see if I get rid of the other 2 kidney stones on the right side of my kidneys. And then I have a Alan's had one. Alan, so tell me what, like where in your stomach is it crazy? Did you get surgery? What's happening? Because I really don't know what to do. And so many people though have said, don't get the mesh surgery at the regular hospital. You got to go to this Shouldice Hospital in Toronto. They're the best of the best, and they use your own tissue, which I guess doesn't break down over time with these mesh stuff or mesh that they use, which I've heard horror stories. So. Take a breath, bro. I don't know why. I keep telling myself every show, Bond, slow down. What do you got to be in such a rush for? What do you, it's not a fucking F1 race. Slow down. Let's just tell your stories. We'll have a good time. We'll make people laugh along the way. We'll watch some hockey. 3-2 Florida over Boston. Boy, they need to win tonight, don't they? Hockey talk coming up in like literally 2 seconds, okay? And yes, I'm going to go off on my Leafs, so settle down. Listen, it's not coming off until because I wore it last game and we won. And hockey talk. Can't wait to talk about it. Alan says it was a complication with the hernia from when I had my kidney. No way. You're down a kidney, bro? This story keeps getting crazier and crazier. I'll have to have you back on the show and we'll talk about your missing kidney and your new podcast, which it was a pleasure to be a guest on this past winter, I guess you would call it. I was going to say summer, but I was in Nicaragua where it was summer. But it was winter for you. Anyways, I just want my hernia fixed because it's not cool. Hurts like hell to sit down recording like in this position. And I'm not the guy that can sit back and relax and record like this. I have to be front and center. I have to lean forward. It's just in my DNA. And so when you lean forward, it hurts. I know. Fucking Bonds, will you stop whining and complaining about your hernia? Who cares? All right, I know. Who cares? Let's get to the things. Oh, this chair. That people care about the most. Hockey playoffs, folks. Can you believe it? What do we got going on here? Listen, I know we've said this year after year after year as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, but things are looking bright, aren't they? I know we've been up 3-1. I know the past has come back to haunt us, but listen to me and listen well. This year feels different. I tried to say that without laughing, but it does. This year feels different, okay? We came back 2 games ago from a goal deficit. We scored with a minute to go. We win in overtime. That's huge. Okay, that usually doesn't happen to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's usually the other way around. And especially that saying goes without saying, last game in Tampa Bay, Toronto Maple Leafs, 4-1 was the score. Third period, 15 minutes to go, 16. We killed a power play, penalty kill, beginning of the third period, and then we go on a tear. Matthew scores 2. Can't remember who scored the other 2, but it doesn't matter. We scored 1 more to tie it up. I'm trying to think who scored it now. It doesn't matter. Anyways, nice. That rookie comes in, game saver. He pulls a puck off the line, and then we go on to tie the game up. It's one of the most dramatic games that Toronto Maple Leafs have ever played that I've seen in my life. Besides maybe 1993 when Doug Gilmour wraps around the net in St. Louis to move us on past them to play the LA Kings, where Gretzky slashed Gilmour in the face, and subsequently we got a no call and we ended up losing. Anyways, I digress on that one. But listen, what a game on Saturday night. Toronto Maple Leafs, they do the unthinkable. They come back. We are always on the opposite end of this. The Leafs come back, win in overtime on Saturday night to go up 3-1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. It just feels different. You follow me? It does. It feels different. Anyways, I'm sick and tired of losing in the first round. The Leafs are sick and tired of losing in the first round. And so is my boy Dubas. And I'm going to show this one more time because this is pretty epic. And God bless him. And listen, folks, this doesn't happen very often where the general manager of the team is up in a press box and he's absolutely screaming and tearing a strip off the fans below. But we've got leaked footage of what Kyle Dubas actually said. Listen and listen well. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, what's up, you punk bitches? Don't hear much shit talking now, do I? Not since Big Daddy Doobs came to town, the new six god, a.k.a. Kyle motherfucking Dubus. I'm him.
I'm
what's
him.
up, you punk
One more
bitches?
time.
Don't hear much shit talking now, do I? Not since Big Daddy Doobs came to town, the new six god, a.k.a. Kyle motherfucking Dubus. I'm him.
I'm him. You understand? I'm him. Here we go, folks. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, Boston just did tie it up. Thanks, Alan. 3-3, Boston, Florida, 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Boston wins tonight. They are through, folks. That's what I was getting to next. I am pretty sure Boston is going to take this tonight. It'll be, and I'm pretty sure my prediction of the Leafs winning in 5 games is going to come through. I listen, I know I've said this 100 times over, and the Leafs fans have said this, and you've heard it a million times over. We're going to win round 1. This year, we are. We are. Leafs are going to win in Toronto next game, tomorrow night. I promise you. Well, I don't promise you because I'm not God, or a hockey god, but God willing, or universe willing, or whatever the hell you believe in, Buddha willing, fingers crossed, the Leafs will win tomorrow night, and my prediction will come true. The Leafs win in 5, and we play the Boston Bruins, and then we show them who's daddy. Because here's what I predict. Whoever wins the series against Boston and Toronto, and I said this and my predictions a few episodes ago, whoever wins between Toronto and Boston, and I knew they would meet, is going to win the Stanley Cup. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it comes true. I don't want to jinx myself or get too far ahead because of our history with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but things are looking good, and I feel good, and this year just feels different, and I think Tim M., you can go suck it. I know you're a huge Tampa Bay fan and Lightning in 7, fella, blah, blah, blah. Not this year, Buster. Vasilevsky, your goalie, ain't the Vasilevsky of old. Your boys just aren't the boys of old. Listen, you've had your time. I think it's enough. Just let it go already, you greedy pricks. Okay, Tim, you listening? Enough. Tampa Bay, you listening? It's Toronto Maple Leafs time. It's our boys' time. Let's go. Canada wants Tampa Bay. Toronto Maple Leafs. Fuck you, Tim. I put Tampa in my head. Canada wants Toronto to win, and that's it. I don't see the series going 7 this year. I just don't. Sorry, Tim. I'm not sorry, actually, so you can go suck it. It is Toronto and Edmonton for the Stanley Cup final. I'm telling you, I predicted it. I think my prediction is going to come true. Speaking of Edmonton, got to throw them some kudos. It didn't look good at first. Then they stepped it up, and they're looking mighty fine now, aren't they? Thanks to a couple of Maple Leafs, ex-Maple Leafs. Hyman, you're welcome. This guy's so good, he's even scoring goals off his face and putting them in the net. That's how good and dedicated this guy is to the Oilers. Boy, oh boy, I wish he was on our Maple Leafs still, I'll tell you that. But you're welcome, Edmonton Oilers fans. Hyman is the real deal, and he's playing amazing for you guys, and certainly was a part of the game changer in your massive comeback win against LA the other night when I believe you guys were down 3 or 4-0 and came back. You pulled your goalie. Old Soupy came in. Jack Campbell. I love that guy to death. I want nothing for the best for him. I think he's great. I'm glad he got the big contract. I'm sorry, not sorry. He played shitty for you this past season. But listen, he came in when you needed him big. Boy, oh boy, didn't he hold tall and true, because you guys won and you've been on a heater ever since. So go Edmonton. You're up 3-2. Listen, both my Stanley Cup predictions, they're on the course. We're one step closer, and they're both one game away from getting closer to the elusive Stanley Cup. All right, other series. The Edmonton series has been great. The Leaf series has been great. The Boston series, listen, I think if Florida could pull this out tonight, maybe they stand a chance, but I don't really see it happening. Boston still looks strong. Sadly, the old President's Cup thing, nightmare curse hasn't come through yet. Doesn't mean it won't in round 2, okay? Let's hope it does. But Edmonton or Boston is looking pretty good. tied at 3. They came back down 3-1. So 6 minutes left in that game in the third period. We'll see what happens there. Boston's got possession. And listen, you can never, Boston's just so good, man. So holy shit, look the hell out. Kraken, holy cripeskis. I can't believe they are tied 2-2. Second year in the playoffs, folks. Second year in the season, they are in the playoffs, folks, against the Stanley Cup champions, previous Stanley Cup champions, Colorado Avalanche, and they're tied at 2. What a great win last night or 2 nights ago, whenever it was. Listen, Kraken are looking pretty good. What a dirty, filthy hit on Cale Makar. He's lucky he only got a 1-game suspension for that. I thought it should have been 2 or 3. And if that was Bunting or anybody like else who wasn't a superstar in the league, it definitely would have been more for sure. But Cale Makar got away with one, and the Colorado Avalanche did too. But listen, I think it's going to be a tough series. I've still predicted the Avs to win, but Kraken are giving them a hell of a go. And wouldn't it be amazing to watch the Kraken beat the Colorado Avalanche? Listen, this playoffs is shaping up to be a whole bunch of different teams, and I'm kind of digging it. Maybe no Tampa this year in the Stanley Cup final for the first time in 3 years. Thank God, Tim? He'll disagree, but who cares? Maybe no Colorado Avalanche if the Kraken keep on cracking. Nice one, Bonds. Maybe the Boston Bruins. I'm pretty sure they're going to beat Florida, but I'm not so sure they're going to beat Toronto. And if they do, well, good on them then. But listen, I think Toronto has the shot. New Jersey Devils, how about they were down 2-0 to New York Rangers. Amazing comeback. Boom, boom, ties it up. I thought the Rangers would win this a little easier than it's going to be. I still think they're going to win, but New Jersey has definitely crawled back into this one. And I think that series is going to go 7 between the Rangers and Jersey for sure. My boy, thanks for listening up in the Coldwater, Midland area. Ryan Grimshaw, huge Boston Bruins fan. He said the bean train is rolling. Yeah, it's going to roll. I think you guys will win in overtime tonight. Maybe before the end of the game. You guys have been known to pull off some late goal heroics in the last minute. Just ask a former Leafs fan. We definitely know that, right, Grimmy? Anyways, Bruins, I think they're well on their way to beating the Panthers. If it's not tonight, which I think it will be, it'll definitely be next game. And then I think it's going to be the Leafs, my boy Grimmy. And then we're going to be frenemies for about, I think 6 games. I think we'll take you in 6 because I don't want to see the Leafs go to 7 again with the Boston Bruins. I really don't. What else? We've got, Dallas, Minnesota. It's been a pretty good series back and forth. Dallas is now up 3-2. They won 4-0 last night. Good on Dallas. I spent some time in there in Dallas. I've got great friends in Dallas. And you know what? Fuck Minnesota. I have nothing against Minnesota other than the fact that Fleury plays there now. And I would have liked to have seen Fleury come to the Leafs. I think he would have thrived there, and he decided to say, you know what, Leafs, go fuck yourself. So you know what, Fleury, go fuck yourself. And I think you're going to lose to the Dallas Stars in the playoffs in the first round. So there's that. Boom. Bruins in 7 says Grimmy against the Leafs. Well, listen, you know what? That post alone, that message alone in the chat section, mister, proves to me that you think the Leafs are going to win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. So thanks for that. Whew. I really do think these playoffs are going to be epic. Like I said, I think we're going to see some different teams this year. Something's got to give in the first round of the playoffs. Tampa's been in the finals for 3 years straight. I think they're gone. Colorado Avalanche up against I wouldn't say they're up against the ropes, tied 2-2 to Kraken, but I certainly don't think they saw what was coming. So who knows? Stranger things have happened. So we'll see what happens. Listen, the playoffs, that's why they play the games. It's a best of 7 series, and man, oh man, is there anything better than playoff hockey? I don't think so. 4 minutes and 30 seconds ago, Florida, Boston, 3-3. What else we got? Oh, Speaking of amazing superstars and human beings, I got to give this guy credit. Now, I got to give him credit. At the same time, he's going to make me, and he does make me look like a super loser, and puts me to shame. But, before I move on, Grammy, one more. He says, the Leafs are hot. I can't deny it, brother. Yeah, hot might not be the right word, because lest you think we deserve to win game 3 or 4, we did not. Well, ultimately we did, because we stepped it up and when we needed to step it up. But the overall games, I guess, play, we got outplayed. We really did. But that's why they play the games till the very end, isn't it, Buster? Delusional Leaf fan says, but typical Oilers fan out. And listen, I'm not even getting into it with you, Stone. I've already had enough with you tonight, and every other show. I'm not a delusional Leafs fan. I'm a Leafs fan who believes, okay? And I believe that my squad is going to absolutely annihilate the Tampa Bay Lightning in 5 games this year. It ain't going 6. It ain't going 7. It is over tomorrow night. Mark my words. I predicted it last 2 weeks ago, okay? So suck it. What's next? Oh, yeah, this champion. This guy made me look like a super schlub. Because of the story you all know, where Buddy Balls here couldn't even muster up I have 3 testicles, for those of you who don't know. I'm not sure it's something to brag about or whatever, but for those of you who watched me on the Dean Blundell show when I was there, it came out on that show that I have 3 testicles, which is a true story. But I literally didn't even have any when I was on the flight home with this beautiful Egyptian princess not too long ago, where I talked to her for 2.5 hours and couldn't even muster a minority of one sniffle of 3 of the balls, not one of them, to ask her for her phone number or her social media's contact so that we could further the conversation. I was scared. I pussied out. I'm a loser. Not this guy. This guy is 25 plus rows below this smoking hot girl at a Chicago Cubs game in Wrigley Field, and pulls off one of the greatest pickups of all time. I guess without further ado, I should just roll the tape and you can watch it, and then I'll talk about it after and be embarrassed and make fun of myself some more. But watch this. This guy deserves the utmost. I hope he marries her and they live happily ever after. You ready? Watch this. Show off. Oh, I just buggered it up again. I hit play. Come on. I'm going to refresh. Go.
In my head, I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Julie.
Put the number in there. I'm going to call you.
I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, go bring out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
And he calls her. The dude literally sends his phone up 25 plus rows. Had some help from one solid buddy there. The rest of the crowd's cheering him on. Sends his phone up. That's pretty ballsy these days. Them phones ain't cheap. Anyways, I don't know how he finds her or whatever, but he does. And instead of being a super pussy like Bondzee, he has massive cojones. He sends his phone up 25 rows, gets it to the girl, and he's like, so she smiles, puts it in, her number in his phone. The phone makes it back down to Buddy. Let's watch it one more time so we can see what I'm talking about here. He's missed it. Buddy gets his phone up to Super Smoke Show, who he's massively in love with all of a sudden, love at first sight. He's smiling, loves it. Puts her number back in the phone. But he's like, I got it. Throws it to Buddy. Gives you a little, okay, thumbs up. Call me. Answer it. He does, bro. He does. What the hell? I forgot to play the video, like show it to you. But anyways, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He pulled off what I simply couldn't. This guy's my hero. He made me look like a complete moron. She called him during the game. Like the hard work's already over. You got your phone up to her. You got the phone number. Now all you got to do is go, hi, honey. Thanks for showing up to a Cubs game in the winter, sort of with gear. How would you like to go for a drink with me after the game? We'll heat up. We'll go have a nice drink by the piano bar. There's a fireplace there. We can sing along together and get to know each other. Well, by golly gee, doesn't she say yes? Son of a bitch. Just a lesson to be learned further for me and for you punks out there who may be watching who don't have enough cojones to go and ask girls out, or a smoking hot girl at a bar. You know what I've learned and come to learn over this past little bit of soaking this in over the last little while of losing the smoking hot Egyptian plain princess that I will never speak to again. The ace in the back pocket failed. And it's probably over. I'm probably never going to get to, unless she one day out of the blue down the road reaches out, which I don't think is happening. I think we're past due. This dude pulled it off. So folks, dudes, just if you see somebody you really, really, really want to talk to, but you're scared and you think, oh, she's out of my league, or I can't talk to her. Fucking talk to her, bro. Message her, text her. Go over and talk to her. Go over and ask her if you can buy her a drink, because guess what? She's human too. And girls aren't like guys where we're sort of like, we're just different. You know what I mean? We're just different. And a girl is more willing to give a guy a shot, even he might be ugly or weird looking or kind of strange. As long as you don't go over and fumble fuck and look like a total creeper loser, there is a good chance, from what I've come to understand, that you can get the girl if you just ask. Now, I say get the girl, maybe for one date. Maybe you completely blow it on that first date, but at least you get the first date to get a chance, which I failed to do like a complete loser. Not my baseball buddy here, though. That guy sent his phone up, got the girl's number, called her right away in front of all the fans, and they're all watching. So what's she going to do? Of course she says yes. And listen, the guy got a chance, and that's all you need. Because if I just got a chance, if I get hot girls and they get to go out with me, I'm pretty fun times. I'm funny here, and I'm funny out in public too, okay? I just need girls to give me a chance. I may not be the handsomest fella. I'm bald as shit. I'm not as fat anymore. I used to always say I'm bald, fat, and ugly, but now I'm just bald. And maybe not as ugly as I thought I was, and I'm not as fat as I was. So maybe there's a chance for me, as long as I have the cojones, use all three testicles, Bonds instead of none, to ask a girl out. We'll see what happens. And maybe we'll see what happens with these two. Maybe in 10 months from now, we'll see them, or 11 months from now, we'll see them at Chicago Cubs game this time next spring, and there'll be a baby. By golly gee. Could you imagine that? I ain't looking for any more babies, nor can I have any. But that guy really was the complete opposite of what this doofus is right here. And good on him for that. All right. What's next? All right. I'm so proud of that guy. I really am. It just blows my mind how I'm on a plane and there's nobody around that really has to listen to us. And I couldn't even quietly or secretly ask her for her phone number or a social media contact. And this guy's passing up his phone and asking a whole plethora of people to be involved in him asking out a smoking hot girl that he saw and was smitten about at a baseball game above him at Wrigley Field. And he pulled it off. Why can't I be that guy anymore? I used to be. I miss that guy. Fuck. Fucking bronze. Anyways, good on you, bro. Yeah, anyway, the update on the plane girl, there's no update. She gone. Oh, listen, I did take heed of my own advice. What I just told you, I said, guys, take the shot. And so Mike Richards told me earlier, because this happened a couple weeks ago now. It was 2 Fridays ago. And I didn't talk about it last week on the show for a good reason, because I was mega embarrassed. Again. I took my own advice this time. There's this beautiful girl. I'm not going to tell you who she is. The only clue I will give you is she's a Canadian musician. She's been on the show. Maybe. And old stupid here got maybe too few many drinks into him after a round of golf a couple weeks ago, and decided to take my own advice and go, Bondzee, don't hold back. Just go for the gusto. You just got to ask her. You'll never know. Well, guess what? Old Bonzarelli asked a smoke show of a Canadian musician out on a golf date. And again, same scenario. The old Maverick. Crash and burn, Mav. Crash and burn, Bonds. She liked my comment of asking her out for a date. Oh, look how cute. The bald fat guy asked me out on a golfing date. Is this show? I'm tired. I'm tired of making fun of myself. Anyways, she liked my comment, but completely did not respond. So I'm going to assume that that date's not going to happen for sure. But that's okay. At least I asked this time. And I feel sort of better about it, I think. Not really, to be honest. I'm embarrassed as all hell. But listen, I have to take, is solstice the right word? Or justice? I have to take something in positively that I asked a girl out that I should have probably still not have asked out, but I asked her out anyway. I didn't get a yes or a no, so there's still a chance, I guess, if you watch Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey says, or his character says, so you're telling me there's still a chance? Yes, there is, because she didn't say fucking no, bitches. Okay? I have so much more to get to tonight, and I can't believe we're already 51 minutes into the show. What should I get to? All right, I got to get to the guy. The brawl on the flight is off the chart. You guys got to see this. Listen, I've been on my fair share of flights, probably in my lifetime. Got to be over 100 now. And I have never had not even so much as a loud argument on a plane, unless it was Sarge back in the day yelling at somebody, because they're whatever, they were kicking the seat or whatever. I remember Sarge yelling at people when I was a little kid flying to England all the time. But I've never seen a full out argument other than me mom yelling at somebody, and like not even close. But these past couple of years, it seems that shit's really got out of control, and more so ever than lately. And listen, I'll tell you, I've never seen a fight on a plane, let alone a brawl, but holy shit, watch this. Oof. We're a full-on brawl. There's at least, I see 3 or 4 people chucking, and then more comes in. This poor lady just sitting there, or that guy, I don't even know what that is. Can you imagine you're getting like... And why can't these guys wear belts tight enough to keep their pants up? Pull up your pants, for Christ's sakes. Even the white guy's got his pants down around past his asshole. What's wrong with that guy? Pull up your pants. Even Buddy tried to pull up his pants, or pull him down. I'm not sure what happened there. But then when he thought it was over, old Stripes comes in and fires some more shots. And that sucker punch he threw earlier was pretty dirty too. I got to replay this video. Let's go back a bit here. Let's rewind it right to the beginning. Watch this. Boom. So it started with white shirt and gray shirt, but then Stripes jumps in, and Stripes just ends up going to town on sort of gray shirt guy. But then white shirt wants to come in, but really doesn't do anything. And all you got, every yenta on the plane is yelling, "Stop, stop, stop." We know, stop. We know these guys should know. Oh, boom, there's the sucker punch from Stripes on gray. And look at White boy with his pants wobbling down is out to lunch there with that sucker punch. And then all seems well and good and fine and dandy. Honey, boom! And then he knocks Gray Shirt once more, just for good measure. Holy cripes. This is 30,000 feet in the air, folks, while the plane is in motion. Could you imagine? What kind of nonsense? Like, how stupid do you have to be to put yourself in that scenario, 30,000 feet in the air? Give your head a shake. Because you know what's happening when your stupid ass gets to the ground? Guess what? Off to prison you go, bitch. Or prison, jail, whatever. Your ass is being detained by the police. They are going to be waiting for Stripes, Gray Shirt guy, White Shirt guy, and probably 2 or 3 more. It's like in a hockey fight, the stewardess or flight attendants, I'm sorry. Not allowed to say stewardess anymore. Flight attendants are standing back making notes. Okay, 5 for this guy, 5 for oh yeah, definitely. Oh, sucker punch, that's an extra 5. Anyways, I can't wait to see. I wish I would get to know all the charges for those idiots. Well, what did start the fight? Sorry, thanks for asking, Mr. Stoney, because what started the fight was white shirt guy reclined his seat, which, as we know these days and age, I don't think anybody should be reclining seats, because if you've flown in the past few years and been on newer planes, there is not a whole lot of room. When you recline that seat back, you even get less room or the person does behind you. And I've flown a lot. And I've come to the point where I do not recline my seat anymore, because it's rude. And flying is stressful, right, bro? Travel is completely stressful. These days and age, you never know what that. I almost threw up. Sorry, I'm gonna have a sip of water here. My hot water is not hot, and just threw up in my mouth, and I swallowed it. You're welcome. Where was I? Yeah, flying is dangerous. You never know if you're going to get your goddamn ass kicked these days. I got to play this one more time for you guys, because this all started, and I'm glad Stoney asked, why did this start? It started because one guy's seat reclined back too far, and then it got stuck, and after politely asking a few times, the seat wouldn't go back up. So guess what? I guess we get up and we get into a full-on brawl on a plane 30,000 feet in the air. Watch this. Boom. So White was going after Gray, but then Stripes is going after Gray. But then if I see later, White is going after Stripes there. Like, where did things go wrong in this whole airplane flight? And nobody seems to be able to wear their pants the proper way. Pull up your pants! They even have belts on, and their asses can't be covered by the goddamn pants. Good Lord, what is wrong with people? Pull up your pants. Look at this nonsense. Boom! 30,000 feet in the air, full-on melee. Good times in the air whilst flying. Thank God I've never been a part of that madness in my lifetime. And nor do I ever want to be either. Okay. God damn it. We got 2 minutes to go on the show, and I've got a couple of other beauties. Wow, what should we show next? Oh, I got to show this because I teased this on the thing today. I'm telling you, folks, I've played a copious amount of golf rounds in Florida. I have seen gators. I have got up and close and taken pictures with gators and been warned and made fun of for getting so close to taking picture of gators, because you never know what could happen, because these things are crazy. Well, this guy was golfing in Florida and saw this. Check this out.
What the heck?
This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen two animals in the wild go at it ever harder in my life. Look at these two. The one's got a pretty good grip there on Buddy.
Oh, yeah, he is. We got him by the head.
He's got it by the head now. Full grip.
Ow!
I don't know if one of the the males came over and tried to mac on the other croc
Where?
lady in his pond, and Buddy got right aggressive. But
Going to the right, to the right, to the right.
Holy cow! Look at that.
we've got commentary. We've got teeth. We got gator teeth.
He's gonna drag him in there and drown him now.
You think he's out?
Look at Buddy, the one.
No,
Oh,
but he's
for
gonna-
a second there, that gator was out cold.
I'm gonna get him in the water.
And then, oh,
Whoa,
okay, I'll let
whoa.
you go. But you better get the hell out of here and never back on my female gator again, okay, bro? Now eat it.
He can barely stand up.
But I am not going to lie. I have never seen a crazier animal video in my life.
What
Look,
the
little
heck?
more here. Look at these two. Look at this. Buddy, if I saw that, Buddy goes running towards it and gets right up and close, and it's like, what, 5 feet away? Are you insane, bro?
We got him by the head.
What if they decide to let go and then the gator freaks and just dude? The dude sits there. I gotta give him kudos. The guy's got way
Where?
more bigger, massive bones than I do, because I would be 100% out.
Going to the right, to the right, to the right.
I would,
Holy
I would
cow,
continue
yeah.
on with my golf game. I would not give a care. I might have got a photo or a video from afar, and then I'd be absolutely adios skis, and that would be all. Holy cripes. Could be worse, could be snakes. Yes, a hundo P. If it was snakes, dude, I wouldn't even, I'd be gone. I would, and I've had nightmares about 2 snakes fighting like that and me sort of being close, and then they both come at me. So, yes, you're right. It could be worse. It could be snakes. Oh man, what a show. We are at an hour and I'm not doing any more. I thought we would get so much further into some stuff. I got so much more to talk about. I got some crazy pictures to show. Some tattoos gone wrong. I wanted to show some crazy stuff. I will show one picture. This guy is my hero, and not all heroes wear capes. This is the guy I was telling you about a couple shows ago, where he took the goalie skate, absolutely went under the guy's skin, and you could see the skin flap over the goalie skate. 75 stitches later, he comes out and plays. Anyways, he says, some guys told me it looked better than they expected, and some guys look at me like I'm a science project. I've kind of gotten both ends of the spectrum. It feels pretty good, actually. I don't see one thing about that feeling or looking good. Not for 1 second. Going to be a hell of a scar, though. A la Boreas Salming, except that one's a little higher, but it's got that sort of same zigzaggy thingy, if you will. Anyways, kudos to this guy. One of the toughest dudes I've not met, but I've ever seen, because got 75 zips and comes back out and plays. God bless NHL players. Oh, one more picture before we get out of here. Because Honey Boo Boo, listen, for all you losers out there who can't get a date to the prom, Honey Boo Boo did. And she looks like a mermaid. She looks beautiful in that pink little dress. She does, and she legit looks like a mermaid. Her mom's on the left and her boyfriend's on the right. And God bless him. He took... I'm really impressed. She dressed up to the nines and looks like a mermaid. And my boy here, well, he threw a couple chains on and a New York Yankees hat to go to the prom. Way to dress up and look nice for old Honey Boo Boo there, bud. Do you know how big of a deal she is and a celebrity she is? Show Dick some respect. I mean, Honey Boo Boo some respect. I got to get out of here. I'm tired. I didn't sleep very well last night at all. I'm exhausted. I worked my ass off today, and I got to get out of here. All right? Absolutely. Adios. Toronto Maple Leafs, please, 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 please win tomorrow. Please, please. Game 5, make me look good. Fuck the Tampa Bay Lightning. They've been there enough. Isn't it enough already? I think so. Go Leafs, go. I love you guys to death. I'm super proud that the coach kept bunting out. Don't fix what ain't broke. Nice. What a nice play when he pulled it off the goalie line or the goal line and saved the game the other night, which led us to winning in overtime. Go Leafs, go. I love you all. That was a fun show. Oh, we didn't even get to Dummies of the Week. God damn it. I had a couple of good ones. Should we do a couple more minutes? No, I'm out of here. We'll do it. We'll save it. We'll save it for next week. There's always another time. I'm tired. I want to go watch overtime. It's Boston, Florida, 3-3. Okay, just because you asked so nice. I'll do one. Okay, I'll do them both because they're super quick, but we'll get out of here in the next few minutes. First of all, this loser absolutely deserves to be part of Dummy of the Week. And I got to give the girl credit for pulling off this amazing prank on Super Loser here. Fellas, let this be a lesson to you. And don't take, vape rips off a stranger, especially when they're from Kansas City. You ready? Here's why. Watch this, bozo. Look at this loser. You want to hit him, my vape? Yep. Watch once more. This Kansas City female fan totally brags on Buddy. Nice use of words there. Brags on Buddy with the tampon joke. Epic little prank. Buddy absolutely deserves one of the dummies of the week for falling for that. And then this guy, I hope justice gets served to this complete and utter loser. Because listen, there's nobody has a time or a place for this. What I'm just this just upsets me. Buddy, you're a loser. And you're the dummy of the week, the major dummy of the week, and you take first prize, even over the tampon sucking loser from wherever the hell, Kansas City. You win, loser. I'm going to show the police I'm tough in my big bag Dodge Ram truck with a Hemi. Look at this idiot. Why? Like, can we watch this one more time? I got to go back to the actual video. Okay, I'm going to play one more time. Or two more. Watch this. Vroom, vroom. I'm going to show it for the police. Vroom, vroom. Look how badass my truck is. Why in baby Jesus couldn't he have flipped the car right there? Because that would have been amazing. There's no other cars around. Or why couldn't he hit the median and just kill himself? Like, what a loser. Ah, man. Shit like that just absolutely drives me insane. Anyways, that's the dummies of the week. We did it. We got there. We're at the end of the show. We're an hour and 6 minutes in. Go Leafs, go. Go Jays, go. They've been on a bit of a heater. 4-game duster against the Chicago White Sox. Good on the Jays. Loving watching them play. Don't forget, we got some amazing guests coming up. Paul Langlois from the Tragically Hip. Pharaoh Minx, great band out of Kitchener. Also, Guillaume Brodeur. I've been watching the Yukon Gold Show. I am so hooked. The dude's mining gold right now. As soon as I can line up a free half an hour with him to get this interview solidified and knocked down. We'll pull it off, and you guys are it's gonna be awesome because I got so many amazing questions for him, and he's a super awesome dude. So listen, really looking forward to that. All right, before I get out of here, one more sponsor, Scramble Golf. Please, please, please go to scrambleclothing.com. It's Scramble with a K. They have the most amazing wear. His passion, the owner of this company took his three favorite things, golf, beach, and surf wear, and he put them all together. Go to Squad Life, www.scramblegolf.com, Scramble with a K. Be part of the Squad Life. You can get amazing apparel, hats, long sleeve, short sleeve hoodies, anything, beachwear, surfwear, the amazing golf shirts. They got it all, bro. Go get it. Kids wear, women's wear, and guys wear too. All right. You have an amazing rest of the week. Peace and love. It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube. We did it. Absolutely did it. I'm tired and I got to go. Adios. Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
Wonderful.